for those of you who are watching, welcome. I'm very, very excited to introduce you to two people who I love a lot personally and are really important in the faith to influence community and are people that you should know. And you're about to hear why. So before we explain why they should know you and what value you bring, I would love for you guys to introduce yourselves and give a non-businessy answer. Let's just hear a little bit about you and what you care about. Take it away.
I'll go.
Let's do it.
I'll go. All right, David Lee. I love pizza, Kansas City Royals baseball, sunshine, the beach, trivia. I'm a Star Wars nerd, and I'm head over heels in love with Paige Stuart.
Cat's out of the bag.
Hey, that's me.
Cat's out of the bag. All right. Well, she finally knows.
Spoiler alert.
Yep. Spoiler. Hi, Marina. Marina's giving us a little hi in the Facebook Live chat. Thanks for tuning in. All right, Paige.
You sound like a cool dude, David. I like all those things. Anyway, I too love the beach. I love sunshine. Did I say my name is Paige Stewart? My name is Paige Stewart. I love the beach. I love the sunshine. I love animals. I love yoga. Just got done shooting a yoga video. And I just love helping people, coaching people, empowering them. And that's all I got right now.
Well, that's convenient. You're pretty good at it. So it's good that you enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right. So yes, first question. What was your first experience with Justin like? And I want to know the real details. I don't want you to sugarcoat it for these people. I don't want you to give them the prepared answer that I scripted out for you. I want you to share the real deets. All right. First experience with Justin.
Let's see. So the cashier's check hasn't been delivered yet, so I'll go ahead and put my answer in.
Okay.
My first experience with Justin was full of trauma, and I'm still recovering. No.
Jesus.
I'm
sure he would know. I'm sure he's aware.
He would know. My first experience with Justin, was actually on a phone call. He was with his former company, Epic Impact, and he was on a phone call with me to share with me what really personal development was all about. My first introduction into that, and it was a tremendous phone call, and it worked. And so here we are years later, now clients and partnering with Justin and his team, and it was a tremendous experience. I'll never forget that phone call. It really showed his genius. And why he's so successful and effective today.
Thanks, David. Paige?
And I actually met Justin through a mutual friend. I used to live in Colorado Springs, which is where Justin used to live as well, and met him through a mutual friend. And I met him at his church. I met him at his church. So we went to church with that friend. And man, Justin is just the sweetest, most real human I think I've ever encountered. He was so just open to meeting new people and just was full of love, and he was so easy to trust right away. So that is my first experience with him, and he's been genuine and the same guy ever since. Just super down to earth, very lovable, very generous, and just brilliant beyond words.
Thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for sharing. And those were much more positive than I was expecting. Introducing to personal growth, positive. Wow. Okay, great. So now we're into a little bit more of the details, and I'm going to introduce some context to those of you who are watching this. David Lee and Paige, they run a company called Daring Deeply, which has been around for a little over a year and a half, and is on pace to do over $200,000 in business this year.
Correct.
Okay, great. We got a little pause there. I don't know if I froze or you froze, but yeah. So over
I
$200,000
think my
in
signal's a little
business.
frozen.
Okay. Over $200,000 in business in their first full year open. So we have brought them into this community to support you in the coaching arena. One of the things that they do better than anything else is help clients move forward, experience change, and get the results that they want. David Lee and Paige don't just help people in their businesses, but they help them in relationships and their personal life, and help them handle trauma. And for you guys, what they are going to do specifically for our mastermind moving forward is they're going to hold a monthly office hour session where they come and answer any questions that our mastermind have around the coaching retreat process, because they are amazing at it. They will help you with your coaching process. They will help answer questions, anything that you need. We've partnered with them specifically because they are the best of the best, and they are the epitome of 100K coaches. They've done it in their first full year. So that's a lot of buildup into the second question, which is, what do you love most about coaching your clients?
Yeah, well, thank you, McCall, sincerely. And I think both our cashier's check will cross in the mail. So thank you for saying that. I'm glad this is being recorded because we could use that as a marketing tool. So thank you, my friend. Yeah, we're incredibly blessed, and we've been so honored with the receptivity of our message and what we're doing. And I think I'm frozen. I'm back. All right, thank you. What do I love most about coaching our clients? I love to see the transformation. I love to see the challenge. I love for them to be disrupted in their patterns, and for us to challenge them and provide safe and secure and challenging environments in which to move forward, to transform, to heal, to thrive. There is no more joy than I get when I get a report that says, this was so hard to do, and we did it, and we're moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll piggyback on that. I agree completely. I love celebrating with them. That's one of my favorite moments. When they are going through a transition in life or in a relationship that they don't necessarily think that they will be able to get through, and then they do. That's amazing. But I also love the moments where they're just like mind blown with a new perspective, and they're just kind of looking at you, just blankly blinking. They're like, wait, what? You mean we can live like that? Oh my gosh. And it's so empowering, and everything shifts, and the mood is lighter, and they're lighter, and they walk away with almost like these invisible wings. They're just floating. And that is one of my favorite parts about working with clients. I love being able to coach them through those moments and coach them into new wisdom and insight and perspective that they've found on their own. And, coaching is just asking some really amazing, powerful questions to help get them there. And yeah, that's one of my favorite moments.
That's great. And for the newer coaches who may not have stepped fully into coaching yet and haven't yet had that moment where they help their clients have the psh, we'll just call it the psh moment. It really is so amazing. And I don't know two better people to help the coaches in our mastermind help their clients have that experience than you two guys. So we're really glad to have you on board and supporting our coaches with that. The last question that I want to ask you is for anyone watching, whether they're considering joining the mastermind, they're on the edge, or they're not at all, and they're just in our challenge and they're excited to take advantage of the free stuff. What free advice do you have to the challenge community to help them move forward in the direction that you guys are going?
Yeah, great question. I think something we incorporate, McCall, in almost every single coaching conversation, mastermind conversation, workshop that we teach, is this concept called yes and. I'm absolutely terrified to make a decision to quit my job and start a coaching business, or I'm absolutely terrified to maybe pivot and shift out of a toxic relationship and move into something different. Yes, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared to death. I've never done anything like this before. and I'm going to do it anyway.
Hmm.
Is finding and living in that tension, which we all face in different decisions as we're up leveling. So if there is a decision to be made, certainly in moving forward in the F2I program, it is, if there is tension, if you want to break that tension and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do, I've never done this before, maybe it's a financial challenge, is if it's in your gut, if it's in your intuitive space, that you know, I do not want to continue to make the same choices that I've made before, because it's just going to continue to send me down the same path. It is probably pushing you towards something that can be incredibly powerful.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Beautifully said. Really, 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 really well said.
Yeah.
I will say joining a mastermind, the F2I mastermind, was a total stretch for me. Total stretch. And the stretch is good, right? The stretch and like reaching for newer limits and new levels allows us to grow and change, and shows us what we really, really want. And so if the people in this challenge are really wanting to start this coaching business, then deeply consider joining a mastermind program. Maybe it's not F2I, though it is. I'll tell you, there isn't another one better than F2I. Join some group of like-minded people that are going to hold you accountable and support you, and that's going to stretch you, and something that's going to make you work for it. Because it takes work and it's worth it. So surrounding yourself with the right tribe, the right circle of people to help you on that journey, because you don't have to do it alone. It's so hard to do it by yourself. And so partnering and pairing with an organization that will help lead you where they've been previously and kind of give you the blueprint to it. I know it's a stretch and it's worth it. That's how you grow.
All right. Well, for our listeners, hopefully you can see why these guys are such great coaches. They're challenging you to lean into uncomfortable moments and to surround yourself with community. I think those are just such powerful truths, and really, really grateful for you guys bringing that to the call. Last thing I got is just to ask, is there anything else that you want to share on this call?
I've got a fabulous new recipe. It's a Brazilian stir fry. Yeah, like it actually is. And I have yet to make it for Paige. In fact, a couple of months ago, weeks ago, I actually bought the ingredients and we still haven't made it. It's really incredible. If you like spicy food, if you like, so good.
You know what's funny? You know how on Facebook Live, when someone likes it, you can kind of see the like bubble up?
Mm-hmm.
Right when you said it, I saw one of the likes bubble up. So somebody needs that recipe right there.
I'll fax it right over.
Yes. Paige, do you have anything equally as random or maybe more relevant?
The biggest thing that is intuitively coming to me right now is just to remind ourselves that we can only take clients in our business as far as we've taken ourselves. Right. So leaning in and doing the work for ourselves is going to allow us to be a better business person and a business owner and partner and mom, dad, wife, husband, whoever. But it starts with us and doing the work so that we can allow that to permeate and kind of just transcend across our whole world.
Thanks so much for sharing that. So for those of you, to wrap up this call, for those of you who are interested in moving forward with our mastermind, I encourage you to take the advice and look forward to working with these guys in the mastermind. And regardless, if you're interested in getting involved a little bit more and just hearing more from Paige and David and the stuff that they do, whether it's with our mastermind or what they do with Daring Deeply, check them out on, what is it? daring-deeply.com, Daring Deeply on any of the socials. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
wow.
baby.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Check them out. They're an amazing resource for you personally. We are so glad to have them on board on our team. They are a part of our 6 Figures Roundtable, which is kind of like our mastermind for 6 figures people. You'll learn a little bit more about that tomorrow as well. But thank you guys so much. That's what I got today. All right. We'll wave goodbye to the people live and end it. See you, everybody.
Bye.
All right.